my phone. I can do what I want with it.
So now we're gonna go into your eyes.
My eyeballs.
We got lots of stuff. Oh! Okay, so you're gonna take.
It's really hard to open.
So first, this is Becca's palette.
It's Wet n Wild.
It's Wet n Wild.
I got it at Smith's for $2.99.
And this is the black that we're gonna be using. Actually, we're not gonna use the black first. We're gonna use a neutral
A
color.
nude,
We're gonna use her Pixie palette.
which I got at Target. It's got lots of.
We're gonna
pretty
use a neutral. We're gonna use this neutral. It's not shiny, not anything. It's just to go underneath so we can blend everything. We're gonna
This
take
one's
it.
more matte than
Is
that
it more
one.
that one? Okay. We're gonna go ahead and use this one. If you guys can find like a flatter brush like this, it's easier to pack things on. You're gonna take it and you're gonna put it all over the eye.
Is anyone hungry?
Yes.
Oh, like to pick up food?
Where's your Domino's?
We can have delivery. Donovan knows.
Wow, that was a really good language right there.
Maybe I'll just fast forward this one. So it's like you're doing it really fast.
Okay, so after you put the nude on, you're going to take the black. You're going to take this black right here. I like to use a fluffy brush because you're going to get right into the crease. So where your crease is, it's where your eyeball and your eye
Brow bone.
Wow.
Brow
Meet.
bone.
So you're going to go right there. Yeah. And take just a little bit of black. You're not going to do too much. It's just to set up the base for when you're putting the red on. Make sure you top off the excess. Oh, sorry, we have to bring yours a little bit lower, huh? Because you have a big lid.
Big eyes.
You're cute though.
Thanks.
So you kind of see how I'm doing it. Right here, it kind of just going right along that brow bone. You want to go as thin as you can with what brush you have. Let me do the other way.
Do you want to explain to them my specific eyeball type?
So Becca has a bigger lid than she does a brow bone. So if you're like kind of finding your brow bone and you're kind of like, wow, I have like no lid above that, you're gonna want to bring it down right here. Hi. If you're like going into your brow bone like that, like I have a bigger brow bone. So what we do with her, we're gonna bring her crease down a little bit. I started it here, which is actually kind of like the middle of her eye, while her crease is like up here. If you have a little tiny brow bone, you're gonna make sure that you bring that black just a little bit lower, just to even it out. Then after you're done putting the black on, you're gonna go ahead and do the red. This is your Sephora red that everyone had to go buy. Our watermelon falls. So you're gonna take it generously. You're gonna take it back on your fluffy brush again. You're gonna make sure you're kind of going up all the way to the top of the brow, and then we'll even it out once we get to there. So you're just gonna take it, and you're gonna put it right over that black. And don't worry about like fallout on the lid, because we'll cover that up later. You just gotta get the red packed on. Fallout is when the eyeshadow kind of falls onto your face, like the dust that comes off of the eyeshadow.
Which is why you tap your brush before you put it on your face.
If you noticed, I was tapping every time I try to put things on her face. So you want to cover up the black, not as much as possible, but you want to leave thin line of black. So that's your red as of right now. It's gonna look like you're a crazy person, but we'll clean it up. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back and take a kind of thinner brush again, and you're gonna take your white. This is gonna be cleaning up the top of the lid. Not the lid, the eyebrow. So you're gonna take a little bit, you're gonna wanna take it just on the very tip, and you're gonna lightly go above, right next to the eyebrow. So kind of see where I have all the red right here. Okay, we have just put on the white. That's over top. What you're gonna do, if you can kind of see here, you have three almost distinct lines. So we have the black, the red, and the white. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start in the corner with the white. You're gonna drag it all the way around. If you're like Becca and have a small brow bone, make sure that white is actually pretty thin. If you have a bigger brow bone, you can make it a little bit bigger depending on your eye. So you're just gonna bring it out like that, just to kind of giving a distinct difference between your eyebrow and the shadow. Now what you're going to do is you're going to clean up basically. You're going to take a brush.
She's going to get a brush.
She's tickling me.
Okay, what you're gonna do, take a big brush. I like this one, it's e.l.f. It's like really, really nice to like clean up things. Underneath you'll have a little bit of fallout and you're just gonna kind of brush it away, not have all that pigment underneath your eye. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna be cleaning up the lid. Oh, with Becca having a smaller brow bone, or it's gonna be a little bit different. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back in with your Nude, which is this one for Becca. You're going to take it and you're gonna put it on the eyelid. This is before we put the Stila on. So you're gonna take it, pack the brush, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go right below where you put the black. If it's not even, this is the point where you're gonna even it out. So you're gonna bring it and you're gonna even it out so that you just clean up where that black was so you can get that nice line, what we call a cut crease. There's so much sun right there.
The sun just suddenly came out.
All right, and you're gonna do it on both eyes. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna take your Stila in Diamond Dust, and what you're gonna do?
Go away. Scoot over.
So you're gonna take it. Gonna want to do like tap it off inside of here, just because you're gonna
like
get a lot of product.
It's like nail polish.
So what you're gonna do is you're going to close your eye. You're going to take it across. Be very, very careful. And at this point, you have to do one eye at a time because it is really wet. You have to wait, make sure that it dries. So you're gonna take it and you're gonna sweep it across where you put that Nude. All the way through. And make sure you get it right in there. I like to have a fan so that I can dry it off.
Or a hand.
You feel cooler whenever you're like doing it.
And if you have someone else fan you, it's a plus.
After that's dry, you're gonna go into the other eye and do the exact same thing. And you're gonna make sure that it dries.
If it burns a little bit,
It's okay.
normal.
How's it feeling? It's feeling dry. On that side.
Oh, does it look dry?
If you can touch it and sparkles don't come off on your hand, you should be fine. Now what you're gonna do is you're going to take a blending brush onto the top. I like to use this little fluffy one, not like the one I had last time, but it is fluffy. And what you're gonna do is you're going to take it from the red and the black and the white, and you're gonna sweep it out so it's not so stark of lines. If glitter comes up into the makeup, it's fine. So it's gonna be nice and blended so you don't look like you have like 3 stark lines of makeup. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna be taking it to the sides. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take your red again, the red, and you're gonna take your fluffy brush again. Actually, you're not gonna use a fluffy brush. You're gonna take this one. It's kind of the thin one, and you're gonna get it just on the end, just like with the white, like that, and you're gonna bring it around the sides. You're gonna take it from kind of where the black is, and you're gonna take it around the eye. So you're gonna go right underneath, and this is not a lot of red. Do not put a lot of red underneath your eye, because then you'll look like you're sick. You're not gonna take it all the way. It's just gonna be kind of off the side of the eye. Don't take it all the way across.
I think like a good is like the middle of your
Yeah, the middle of where
pupil,
your pupil is.
and then it goes out.
And you do the other side. There you go.
Hi everybody, meet a Benjamin girl. Do you pop out at parties? Are you unpopular? The answer to all your problems is this little ball right here. You look terrifying, Becca.
Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the eyeliner for the bottom. You're gonna get, I like to use a pencil. This is like some indie brand, so just get a really good pencil. You're gonna go in your waterline. This is gonna scare me a lot because I don't do this on people.
Do I do it myself?
Yeah.
I'm my mirror.
So you're gonna go in the waterline.
Let's see if I can even do it. I don't like doing my waterline.
But on my eyes, I can't do black and white.
Like that?
No, go all the way across.
All the way across?
You're gonna go all the way through the waterline, all the way over to the corner. We'll show you with the Julia how to do it a different way if you have the same type of eye shape that Julia has.
You have to cater to your eye shape a lot with kind of look.
But this is the basics of like things that you have to do.
And it's not gonna be perfect the first time.
No.
You might have to practice, take it off, do it again, so leave lots of time.
So you did that, you did all the bottom. So what you're gonna do now, since you put the black underneath, you're gonna take your Stila again. This time it's kind of the same thing, but you're gonna use only the tip of this brush. Try to get as much as you can off the side so that you don't cause like problems. Make sure that it's just on the tip. You can kind of see on the tip of the brush. This way with pizza. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go from the corner of your eye to almost to where you put the red. Not all the way. Yeah. To the edge of your, you're gonna go right to the edge where your eye color starts.
Oh my gosh, I'm so scared.
There we go. So you're gonna do that.
I wore this look all day yesterday. I had to reapply this bottom.
Are you crying at work?
Whoa.
So the purpose of this underneath and the red is to make sure that your eyes look bigger than they actually are. That's why you're bringing this all the way around and then you're bringing the white in the middle.
See, like, now that I'm leaning back, and because there's more on this side, this eye looks bigger than this eye.
So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna do your wing eyeliner. This is a fun trick. I like to use liquid. The one that I like to use is e.l.f. With a pencil, you can do it. It's just a lot harder. With the wing.
Do I do it on myself? So you tell me what to do, and because everyone does it a little bit differently.
I like to start out with the actual wing on the outside. So what you're gonna do, based on your eye shape and kind of how, see how Becca's is set up, where her natural crease of her eye goes up this way. So that's what you're going to do. You're gonna go up that way.
Oh no, that's right. This is weird doing it with a camera.
Okay.
I can't.
So you're gonna make sure that you're gonna do it even on both sides, which is like the hardest thing. But I like to start out with the wing first because then I'm less frustrated. And this will take you a little bit to get it straight. You might have to take it off and put it back on. It
How's
just
that?
kind of depends. See how Becca did it? It is pretty even on both sides. It's the same angle. You'll be able to do that. So now what you're gonna do,
I don't know. We have to wait for him to ring the doorbell though. And he's coming! You can see me through the window staring at them. Why haven't they knocked yet?
Hello. We got
it's a pizza.
Pizza, pizza! We're back from our break.
So you're gonna take your eyeliner. Now that you already did the wing part, you're gonna start from the middle and you're just gonna go all the way across like that.
All the way.
Did you get his eye, yo?
I'm struggling. Oh no!
You mess up? Julia, look what you did!
I think I fixed it.
Dad?
Well, this is what it's gonna be for today.
After you get that done, you're gonna connect, see where the wing part comes up? You're gonna connect your lid in like a triangle, going all the way almost to the point.
This will show that it's hard.
It's not easy.
Makeup's hard, guys. It's not something that comes easily or naturally. It takes work.
This is inspirational words from Julia.
Wet n Wild makes an eyeliner like this too.
Sephora, e.l.f.
Sephora's is about $15, I think, so that's like splurging.
But they all work the same. It's all the same formula technically.
As long as you get black.
No other color, black.
No, definitely black.
This is just Becca talking. You don't need to make the wings as dramatic as this. Mine normally aren't,
My wings are
but
sorry.
hers are. But that's just her personality.
With the winged eyeliner, go with what you feel comfortable with. You don't have to go super dramatic if you don't feel comfortable with it.
You can be more reserved, but remember, this eye makeup is not reserved.
No.
Whatever
But do some sort of wing. It does help make your eye look bigger.
So after eyeliner, you're gonna take your mascara.
That my dog chewed.
This is Katy Perry Cat Eye.
This is my little trick that I do. I have super sensitive skin around my eyes, and so I use two mascaras because Mary Kay mascara, I don't react to it, but it's also not very thick. So, you curl your eyelashes. Look, it stayed together. I almost cried. My makeup palette just fell, and it's totally fine. That was really scary, though.
That was really scary.
That was really scary. Anyways, mascara.
Mascara!
And then I take a second mascara on top. It's me. So now, we're gonna talk about eyebrows. You don't have to fill in your eyebrows, but it definitely helps. Did I get mascara in my hair?
did.
Oh my god. Okay, anyways, I've used pencils and I've used gels and stuff like that, but I like just to use eyeshadow because you buy a palette and then you can use all the colors. So I just use like this brown. It's a little too dark for me, but it's kind of fun, so I still use it. Everyone does it a little differently. I don't know if I do it correctly. So I go from the end of my eyebrow right here and I go up to this point. I make one line and then I use a little angled brush. I think I got these at Forever 21 or Claire's, one of the two. And e.l.f. makes really nice ones and cheap ones as well. And then I go down from this point down to the end. And then from there, you just fill in the two from your top. And then for this corner where your hair is thinner, just kind of make strokes that follow the direction that your hair goes. And then you can just kind of fill it in, and you can make a little square if you want. It's up to you. You guys are distracting from my video.
Sorry. I'm playing with a kitty.
Anyways, next eyebrow.
So I'm doing, and I'll be like,
And then after that, you can take concealer or foundation and make a nice clean line on top and on bottom, but I'm not going to, so eyebrows. And then, so
Now
now,
you'll add lip stuff.
yeah, next is lipstick, but see you next time on, what's our name?
Peculiar.
Julia Makeup.
BJK makeup.
Alright, here's the final look.
BJK
Woo!
makeup.
Oh, what about blush?
I forgot about blush. I forgot to set everything too.
When you set it, you can use setting powder, or you can use, I use Pixie. You can get it at Target because it smells like roses. It smells really nice. Yeah, or you can use both.
Well, I used to use setting powder for my base, and then I do everything else.
Before I put on a base, I put on a primer,
Here's
which
the
can
primer.
help as well.
This is Maybelline.
Maybe it's
If you
Maybelline.
have more red face, that helps because it's a green primer.
Yeah, this line has different shades and stuff. I like this one because it smells good and it costs like $20, but I've had this
I
since
have this mattifier in here.
May, and it's still, and I use it every day. You just spray it on your face, and then if you sweat or something, or cry, actually it doesn't work if you cry, but, or if later in the day you need a little pick-me-up and you want your makeup to look fresh, you just spray it on again, and then you smell good and it works. So, see you later on BKJ Makeup, the makeup. Like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And we make videos every week for every chamber choir concert.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be hilarious.
That'd be